Underhand serve is a type of serve in which the player holds the ball in one hand, swings the other in an arc motion below the waist and strike the ball from the bottom with a fist to put in a play. Overhand serve is a serve in which the player tosses the ball with one hand and strike it in the air above their head with the other hand. Passing. The player moves arms unattached under the approaching ball, stops and takes a well-balanced and low passing position. Setting is a second step of passing, and it can be done to either jump the ball over into an undefended spot or to set the ball into a position that allows the hitter to spike it over. Blocking is a skill in volleyball used to prevent the opponent from a successful attack hit. The blocker is trying to block the ball back into the opponent's court. Spiking is the act of scoring a point by slamming the ball over the net into the opposing court effectively and aggressively. Point awardee. A referee will indicate which team has won the point simply by placing the arm of the side that has won the point out horizontally to point in the direction of the winning side. Over the net, a referee would indicate that the handover has occurred by placing their arm over the top of the net when stood on the podium or staff. If the referee is not stood on the referee stand, they may use their other arm vertically to create a net list, placing their other arm horizontally over the top to indicate the same thing. For hits. If the team that just hit the ball touch it again after it comes off the net band, this will be 4 touches. This is actually one of the more obvious calls in volleyball in the sense that the official indicates this foul by simply holding up 4 fingers on one hand. Held ball can occur if the player catches and throws the ball when attacking or tipping the ball across the net. It is legal for a player to use his or her fingertips to attack the ball, but the ball must be played without being cut, thrown, or held. Double hit. A double hit occurs when a player illegally contacts the ball twice in a succession or the ball rebounds from one part of the body to another on a single attempt to play the ball. Out of rotation is called for players not being positioned correctly on the court at the service. The fault for out of alignment is point for the other team and loss of the service. Out of bounds without being touched by the defender or the ball hits the antenna or crosses the net outside the antenna. You signal by raising both hands while keeping the upper arms parallel the floor. The forearms are perpendicular to the floor with elbows kept at a 90-degree angle. Ball in. When the ball is caught or thrown, signal by extending your arms slightly toward the court at the waist height, with one open and palm up. Slightly cup the hand with fingers together, start at the waist height and raise to shoulder level. Blocking pulp is a signal used for illegal blocking and screening. Extend both arms vertically with the palms facing forward. When showing the signal, it may be necessary to show the player or players at fault. Delay in service. Use 5 digits on the right hand and thumb and the first fingers on the left hand. Always use the same digits on each hand, no matter which sides the fault occurred. For 14 and under, use one-handed signal for a 5-second delay. Ball not toss or release at the service hit lift. This signal is when the ball isn't released from the hand at the moment of service, contact, or if the server doesn't execute the service properly. The motion starts the tight and there is less bend at the elbow. End of set or match. After the last point of the set has been scored and you have awarded the final point and signal the fault, whistle and show the end of a set signal by crossing the arms over the chest. Hand should be open with the palm facing the body. Avoid making fists. Substitution. When the sub enters the substitution zone, this constitutes a formal request for a substitution. The whistle is blown, usually by the second referee, to recognize the request. Signal by rotating the forearms with the hands closed. Rotate in a circular motion, one round and the other in front of your chest. Timeout. When a team requests a timeout, the second referee or the first referee, if necessary, whistle and then place the palm of one hand over the other hand in the vertical position to form a T. The vertical hand or arm is the other side of the team making the request. Change of courts. With closed fists, place your left arm in the front of your body and your right arm behind you. Twist your arms around your body once in a counterclock movement. Always use the signal for the court switch at 8 points in the deciding set.